Hey guys, Prowl1701 here, and today we're going to talk about the Doctor Who The Collection range, and I'm curious for you guys, of all the seasons they could announce, what is the one season or the biggest season that if they announced it, if it's the one that got announced next, you might actually be just a little disappointed. You know, the one, like, there's so many they could announce, they jump around so randomly, we never know what it is. And we all have some that we would prefer over others. I want to know that one season that if it got announced, even though you'd be excited because, hey, cool, we get to see artwork for a new season. Yes, we know another season that's coming. That's always a joy. But I want to know that one season where you might be just a little disappointed. You might be like, well, it's cool that another season's coming. It's going to be nice to have it on the shelf, but man, I wish I had gotten this one instead of this one. You know, that one instead of this one. You know, I'd like to think everybody has like that one season where if it got announced next, they'd be a little disappointed. Just a little. For me, it's season 16. And I know that's not an easy thing to say about Tom Baker because I love Tom Baker. But especially when I'm really in that mindset that the next season to get announced will be a Baker set. To me, it just, you know, I've done a whole video about why I think it'll be a Baker set, and I'm pretty sure it'll be 15 or 16. I'll break that down in the whole video. But I love Tom Baker. He's an amazing doctor. But I already own the box set for The Key to Time on DVD. And while I'm looking forward to getting it in the Blu-ray, I've already seen every episode from this season. And again, it's a good season, but it's probably my least favorite Tom Baker season. The stories in it, while being good, it doesn't really just have necessarily a true masterpiece in it like most of his seasons do. I would rather get 15 or 17, I'll put it that way. Because while 17 does have some lows, one, it has a couple stories I haven't seen yet, because there's 3 Tom Baker stories I haven't seen. 2 of them are in season 17, 1 of them is in season 15. So if I got 15 or 17, I'd get an opportunity to see 1 or 2 Tom Baker stories I'd never seen before, which would be nice. And then they each have stories I like season 17 has City of Death, which is my favorite Doctor Who story of all time. Plus it has Shada, which I have anyway, but I love Shada. Another one of my favorite Doctor Who stories. And it has Destiny of the Daleks, but then, But season 15 is also so good, and it's got stories. I only own 1 story from season 15 on DVD, and I don't know how that actually worked out, but somehow that's just how it is. I own The Sunmakers, which I love The Sunmakers. It's a great Bob Holmes script. But there's some other truly good stories that season, like The Horror of Fang Rock. And Ham, I haven't forgotten about your video request. One of my patrons has requested that I rewatch Horror of Fang Rock, which I love Horror of Fang Rock, so that's a great request. I don't own it, so I'm going to have to find it online. And the Mass Effect Legendary Edition came out recently, and it's one of those games where you're like, I'm going to sit down and play this for a couple hours, and the next thing you know, it's 3:30 in the morning, and you're like, no! So yeah, I've either been at work trying to get sleep because I haven't felt too good this week, or I've been playing way too much Mass Effect because it just is so easy to get lost in that game. But it has Horror of Fang Rock. It has Image of the Fendal, which is also really good. It has The Invisible Enemy, which I've never seen, so that's another Tom Baker story I can see I've never seen. And really the only big disappointment for me is The Invasion of Tom, which I don't think is utter crap, but I don't think it's that good either. I think it's Tom's weakest season finale. And then it has Underworld, which I like. I actually enjoy Underworld. The bad CSO aside, I really think Underworld's a very underrated story. I think the story's actually pretty good, and I'm hoping if they do a story that season that gets the CGI upgrade treatment, I'm hoping it's Underworld. It could use it. So I'm really, really excited about season 15. I really want season 15 announced. I really want season 17. And then season 16, not only do I already have it, and while still being good, I like season 16. It's just not as good. First off, it has Power of Kroll in it, which is the one Tom Baker story I don't think I can ever rewatch again. Ribos Operation and Pirate Planet are both really good stories, not necessarily masterpieces, but really good. Stones of Blood, part of it I like, part of it I don't. It does some things I don't like, some things I do like. And Androids of Terra, it just depends. The first time I watched it, I really liked it. The second time I watched it, I didn't really care for it. So I don't know what I'll think of it the next time I watch it. And I'm not in a hurry to watch it again to find out. So because I already have it, and just because I find it the least interesting, it's the one season I can think of in all of Classic Who to where if it's the next one announced, while I'm still going to be happy, because it is Tom Baker, and there's going to be so many extras, and the packaging is going to look gorgeous, and I'll still be glad to get it, there's still that part of me that's going to be like, they could have done season 15 or season 17. So I'm curious, what season perhaps would you be disappointed at? Like, for instance, maybe if they did season 11, would you be disappointed? Or if they did, well, they won't do season 25 next, we know that. But maybe a Davison season, and maybe you're just not a Davison fan. Or maybe you'd rather them do season 20 and they do season 21, and you're going to be a little disappointed because you'd rather have season 20. So I would like to know, of all the sets they could announce next, what's the one set where you might be like, well, all right, I'm glad we're getting it, but man, I wish it had been this one instead. So comment down below and let me know that. And let me know what you think of my choice of season 16, and if you understand kind of why I feel the way I do. Other things to do, click the like button, click the subscribe button, click that bell for notifications so you never miss a video. I do new videos daily. I also have a Patreon page. There is a link to that down in the description below if you would like to join that. My entry-level tier is only $2 a month. If you're interested, you can join for just $2 a month and get access to other stuff. I have other higher tiers with other access as well. Most importantly, though, stay safe out there, and thank you for watching.